Hello everyone. I once again welcome you all in my YouTube channel Relationships Redefined. As you all know that I am a writer who has been constantly writing about relationships and the rift that we experience in it. Specifically during my tarot reading sessions, I experienced that people were facing a lot of troubles in their relationship, as a result of which they were depressed, they were frustrated, and during the period of lockdown, we all have heard about so many stories, we have read about so many stories. The one in particular, the one which gained the momentum, was of Sushant Singh Rajput, the famous Indian Bollywood actor. That different kind of people in their different jobs, they all suffer from emotional distress during one or the other, or maybe some other time of their life. And what happens that sometimes we are able to deal with it and many a times we are not, as a result of which we feel depressed and remain frustrated. Sometimes people, like, they find only one solution to their problem, and that solution being just committing a suicide. So this thing initiated a thought in my mind, that is it the right state that our upcoming generation is going to go through? No, this is not the right state that they should experience, because there is a lack of so many counselors around. No one talks to us about our relationships. All of us can go to someone asking for financial crisis help. We can go to someone to ask for maybe marriage counseling help. But once a child, or I should tell that I should say about that person as a child only, because anyone below 18 is still not major. The person is still minor, and if because during nowadays anyone can get into relationship easily. So below 18 years is a very this age is what should I say, that it is a very delicate age. In this age, we just by watching the movies, by watching the scenario around us, we just learn that we can get into a relationship. But we are not told, or neither are we told, nor do we realize that entering into a relationship will also bring along a packet of distress and emotional stress which is associated with each and every relationship. So that distress, nobody has ever told us. There are no classes that happens for this. And at such a tender age, we are always quite frustrated, and we do not get help from either our parents, and if at all we get it from our friends, then are they will that advice going to help us? Because that person is also of the same age as we are. So how can we expect someone who is as who is similar to age and experience to that of ours can guide us more, or rather can help us come out of this kind of situation that we are trapped in? So for those kind of people, specifically for the the teenage, I am here to guide you, and through my videos I want to motivate you all that okay, if you are into a relationship, that's okay. Being in a relationship is okay, but remember that relationships along with it brings along a baggage of stress with it. This is a part of being in a relationship. Not just making a girlfriend or a boyfriend brings a stress to our life. Even a child continuously, if a child is at home throughout the day, then throughout the day the child is continuously getting scoldings from his parents for this and that. Many a times child also just answers back in a rude way to his or her parents, and this is also a situation of stress. So it is not just that all the time that we are always being stressed upon in a relationship where we are making a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or a wife. My point here is that each and every relationship holds a baggage of stress along with it. And once we enter into a kind of relationship which we do not disclose to our family or maybe to our elders, in that situation what happens is that baggage is being, we have to carry that on our own shoulders. Since we ourselves in a very very difficult age of our life, the teenage, which is a very very emotionally disturbed age of our lives, we are unable to make out how to go about in the relationship. As a result of which what happens is that we tend to make so many mistakes. First mistake sometimes happens in choosing a partner. The second mistake happens in carrying out a relationship. The third mistake happens is when we just divert from our path of going into some good career and just diverting ourselves into the relationship, leaving aside the opportunities that we are exposed to at such this age. What should we say, that this is the perfect age of our life, this is the deciding age of our life, that where will our life now will be directed now. So once I was reading this book, I don't remember the name, I read it, and in that book there was this boy who fell into a relationship, and after some time a person met him in a cafe, and that person was that person was from someone who was knowing him from past some time, and both of them were just having a chat there. The person asked him that now what are you doing these days. So the boy was unable to answer back anything, because he was not left with anything to answer, as he was quite emotionally distressed because of the failed relationship that he experienced few months back, and he was still in the period of mourning. So the person, that boy could not answer the person whom he met at the cafe saying that he is doing this or he is doing that, because he was actually not doing anything at the best age of his life. Maybe he was 22 or 23. That the age was not disclosed in the book, but yes, it was this was shown that he was a young lad who was experiencing the emotional trouble. So the man just gave him an example, telling him he realized this, that he is going through some problem, and that as a result of which he is unable to concentrate in his career path right now. So what he told him was, and make it a point, because what I am going to tell you now is going to make a difference to your lives. He was telling him that once we enter the teenage and we are about to leave the teenage, imagine yourself standing in front of a hill. Now a hill has two sides. One is the elevated side and the other one is the slanting side. So it is you have to decide now which side you have to choose. If you will climb up on the elevated side, you will surely reach the peak. But if you are going to choose the slanting side, so you are obviously going to go downwards. So if now you have got the time, even if you are on the slanting side right now, before reaching back to the ground, you still have got the chance to move, just to change your direction. You are standing, because once we are moving along the path of the hill, the moment it is just a U-turn that is going to make change. If supposingly I am just walking upwards and a U-turn is going to be, like if I am going to take a U-turn, then I am going to start moving downwards. So that U-turn can be anything. It can be a beautiful relationship, it can be a distressful relationship, it can be a thought in our mind that now I need to focus everything on my career only, or now any thought can it be. So that U-turn had to come. Supposingly meeting me, like that person was telling that lad, so I think that meeting me and listening to this story can be a U-turn in your life too. So that boy from that day decided to take a U-turn, and slowly and steadily he could make it up. And after some time, in the end of the story, it was told that he could complete on his masters in some courses, and he just got back onto his path. So what my point is, that many a times we are not everyone doesn't get a chance to meet someone who can guide us with this story, because in this life there are lot many people who are just going to pull you down and not feel happy once you will be climbing up. This is the part of being humanity. This is the part of being living in humanity. We just always boast about humanity, but we are all engrossed with lot of jealous towards each other. We feel that like we are friends to each other. We want to know what the person is doing, but the moment we see that this person is doing something better than us, at that very moment we started feeling jealous about that person. So I personally feel that calling everything, like being in society, being social, telling each and everything to others, involving them in your life, getting involved in their life, I personally feel it is all fake. Nothing, because no one feels happy when we do something good. It is us, or maybe the closest family members, maybe our parents, maybe our brother, sister. Beside that, no one feels good. Many a times, even the same age group siblings are jealous of each other. We as a parents, because I, being a mother of two, have always been experiencing this thing that my kids also, if I praise one of my child, the other feel jealous. So we cannot expect our friends to be very happy when we are going ahead of them. So very rare do we find people who can guide us move ahead. So we should all just focus on the U-turn that we can have, maybe in our relationship or in our career path. And the basic like my motive here is to talk about your relationship, because I feel that this burden that this is the burden that we are continuously feeling inside, and we are not talking about it. And each and everyone's problem is the same, even mine, even yours, or anybody you know. All of our problems are same. It is just the difference lies in that many of us are able to talk about it, and so many more are not able to talk about it. We just keep on accumulating all that thing inside ourselves and not feel happy about being what we are. So the best thing is let go. Yes, let go. Whatever has happened. Nothing in the world can change it. There is just a clockwise motion for Earth. It cannot rotate anti-clockwise. If it will, just what is going to happen. So in a similar way, we should not expect things to taking on revenge, letting the person suffer, or maybe thinking कि ये relationship टूट गया, I should just moan, sit down, it is going to get soon well. No. It cannot get well. The relationship, once it has broken off, it cannot get well. So just let it go and move ahead. Being able to let go of things is the best part one can do in a relationship. अगर आपकी लड़ाई हो गई है तो भी let go कर दीजिए, पुरानी बातें भूल जाइए, उस दिन की बात को उसी दिन खत्म कर दीजिए, अगले दिन मत शुरू कीजिए. तभी आपका रिलेशनशिप सुधरा रहेगा. कॉन्टिन्यूसली दिमाग में घूमती रहेंगी चीजें. आप बहुत छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल है, जब हमारी किसी से लड़ाई हो जाती है हमारे घर में, हम थोड़ी देर के लिए एक बैरियर बना लेते हैं, बात नहीं करते. उतनी देर हम सिर्फ उस इंसान की बुरी बातें ही सोच रहे होते हैं, और वो बुरी बातें हमें उस इंसान से और दूर करती जाती है. पर अगर हमारी लड़ाई हुई, हमने थोड़ी देर का ब्रेक लेके तुरंत हम किसी भी नॉर्मल टॉपिक पे बात करनी शुरू कर देंगे, तो हमारा दिमाग उसकी बुरी बातें नहीं सोचेगा और हम उस रिलेशनशिप में फिर से नॉर्मल हो जाएंगे, और फिर हम उसके अच्छे ही प्रॉस्पेक्ट्स के बारे में देखेंगे, अच्छी चीज़ें ही सोचेंगे. वी विल नॉट थिंक अबाउट व्हाट हैज़ हैपेंड, व्हाट दैट पर्सन हैज़ डिड रॉन्ग टू अस, नाउ हाउ कैन आई अवेंज दिस एंड दैट. सो एनी रिलेशनशिप can help us out only if we will let go. The basic rule in any relationship, if it is still there with you, or even if it is not there with you, The let go process will help us heal the existing relationships and heal ourselves from the broken ones. I hope I have cleared this theory of let go to all of you, how to go about in a relationship, how to be at peace in a relationship, how to lead a stress-free relationship, peaceful life with your partners, with your family, with your friends. अगर आप सबको मेरी वीडियो अच्छी लगी है देन प्लीज़ लाइक करें, शेयर करें, कमेंट करके मुझे मेरी गलतियां बताएं और सजेशंस मुझे दीजिए जिससे कि मैं न्यू अच्छी वीडियोस और लेके आ सकूं. थैंक यू.